Good
Say
evening.
hello.
Hi there. Welcome
Good
to
evening.
the UK Quarantine
Hi there.
Quiz. As I say, good to be back. And as you slowly on the mend and recovering. So welcome back, Mark. Slowly on the
Can you hear me now?
Now, I think people can hear us now. How about that? I think people can hear us now.
Back to square one. Back to square one. Testing. Testing.
Now, hopefully you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Hopefully you can. Do you have your speakers on, perchance? You've got something crazy your end.
I've got nothing different. I haven't done anything different. I've got nothing different. I haven't done anything different.
Okay, let's try again. Testing, testing. Okay.
Can people say something, Mark? See if I can hear you. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now nobody can hear you. This is marvellous. We're playing musical tag here with the sound, by the way, guys. This is what happens when you take a couple weeks off. So now I think you can hear me, but you can't hear little Les. So bear with us a second. Yeah, okay. People can hear me. Nobody can hear little Les, which is probably a good thing, right? So, let me try this again. I'm switching you to my headphones. We're almost there. I just had to reset everything. Alright, let's try this again. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, I think we solved the problem.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me in Quizland? Type 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Hallelujah.
Yes, finally. It only took us 7 minutes. There you go.
Right, okay.
Alright, anyway, sorry about that. I had to reset everything. So there you go.
Right. So, by which time
Anyway.
we should have teams.
I hope so, yes. Are we doing a quiz or something?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Yeah,
That's the
alright.
idea. Right, so please, team captains, you're nominated by the yellow at the top of your screen. Can you, the question 1, how many amendments does the US Constitution have? This is just an example question. Could you type in a number? Doesn't matter what number you type in, so we can just test that, get the cobwebs going that we are getting your answers in. So team captains, can you put an answer into that example question? Likewise, can you all put in your chat screen? Can you put a 2 in there? So that means you can hear me and you can hear Mark and you can see us. Whether you want to see us or not, it's up to you. But if you could put a 2 in the chat, then we know that you can hear us both. Likewise, if you have got any lag or any problems, put in at host and you'll get through to Mark, and Mark will try and sort it out for you. That gives us some idea as well if there is any lag, because of course our bit of string goes from Gosport across to the USA and back again, and we have had Trump on the line, and when he's standing on the line, it's a big effort, so we get blocked. So how many teams have we got then, Mark? Any idea?
I was going to say, people are... So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yes, people are getting their answers in, and we've got... So, hello, guys. Yes, I am feeling a little bit better. Still not 100%. But, and I've missed you guys too, so hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm getting there, slowly. Slowly but surely. So yeah, I'm running a little bit slow tonight, but we'll hopefully ease back into it. So we have got, so far this evening, the Interstellar Sea Slugs, Cosmic Cabbage, Five Alls, Frazzled Lobsters, and Eddie Von C. So we've got 5 teams on so far this evening.
Yeah, so as I say, we've not sort of like publicised it until lastminute.com because we didn't know whether you'd be well enough to do it this evening or not. So it's great that you can, Mark. And hopefully we'll get more joining us next week. So we've got enough to get underway. All the teams that have been mentioned, you know what to do, how to play it. So if you've got new team members, just let them be aware that they can chat. I can't see the chat. Mark is the only one that can see the chat. So let's get underway.
All right. Do you know the answer to this question, by the way?
How many amendments does the US Constitution have? Oh, it's got to be thousands, I would have said.
Amendments? Nah, you'd be surprised. The answer is, we can't change the Constitution. Oh, wait, yes, we can. We have 33 amendments. Did you know that?
33.
33
Good
amendments.
Good tiebreaker question that is, Mark. I'll remember that one.
And one of those is undoing a previous amendment, which is prohibition. So there you go.
There you go. Right. So, what is the first round? What we talking about? The first round. Remind me.
I don't know. It's been 2 weeks since I looked at these questions.
Yeah. So, bear with us on the questions. Here we go. So
I believe this is alcoholic beverages.
Alcoholic beverages, everyone's favourite. You got 60 seconds after I read out the question. So here we go. Which dry anise flavoured aperitif is associated with and widely consumed in Greece and Cyprus? Your time starts now. So, which dry anise flavoured aperitif is associated with and widely consumed in Greece and Cyprus? So yeah, all alcoholic beverages or alcohol drink first round. So 5 alls, I expect a 10 out of 10 in a public house, drinkers, etc. So 40 seconds gone. As you know, we give you a 10-second countdown. Right, so here we go. 10-second countdown coming up now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember how all this stuff works.
Right, so here we go. Question 2. The name of the world's best-selling single malt whiskey also means Valley of the Deer in Scottish Gaelic. So what is it? Time starts now. The name of the world's best-selling single malt whiskey also means Valley of the Deer in Scottish Gaelic. So what is it? Some people might say, well, why do I say Scottish Gaelic, not just say Gaelic? Because you can have Welsh Gaelic, Irish Gaelic, and Scottish Gaelic. So the name of the world's best-selling single malt whiskey also means Valley of the Deer in Scottish Gaelic. So what is it? And when I say, what is the name of the whiskey? My father, all he used to drink was whiskey, but he didn't like this one. So here we go. 10-second countdown coming up now.
Ed, no, just to answer your questions, it was not COVID that I was off for 2 weeks. I did have a COVID test. They wouldn't let me into ER without one, and the good news is I'm free.
Question 3. Calvados, a brandy from Normandy in France, is mostly made from which fruit? And I was just before we went online live, I was speaking to Mark to say that I just received a phone call. Unfortunately, I'd lost one of my friends and members through COVID. He passed away yesterday. But because we're of the old brigade, there's unfortunately, I've, over the course of the past 9 months, lost quite a few comrades from various associations through COVID. So if it hasn't affected you personally, then, you know, it is a serious thing, obviously. Calvados, a brandy from Normandy in France, is mostly made from which fruit? So, 10-second countdown coming up. And I've got a nice big, whoops, there we go. I was going to say, got a nice big timer so I can see it. You obviously won't see that, but right. So 10-second countdown, Mark. Calvados, a brandy from Normandy in France, is mostly made from which fruit? Question 4. Which, this is a good one. Aromatized fortified wine, historically having the 2 main types of sweet and dry, is a key ingredient in cocktails such as the Martini, the Manhattan, and the Negroni. Which Aromatized fortified wine, historically having the two main types of sweet and dry, is a keen ingredient in cocktails such as the martini, the Manhattan, and the Negroni. Ever had a Negroni, Mark?
I'm sure I have at some point.
Yeah, in your drunken stupor nightclubbing days.
No comment.
In New York, no doubt.
No comment.
Right, so 10-second countdown coming up now.
Yeah, of course, that's the first thing that you get into ER, and the doctor says, "Well, you know, do you smoke? No. Do you drink?" I looked at him and said, "Oh, I'm English," so he laughed.
Question 5. Which brand of rum is named after a 17th century Welsh pirate? Which brand of rum is named after a 17th century Welsh pirate? So we'll go through the list. I know I can remember we've got Eric Van C on tonight. So that is Will and his oppos in the scene rates mess at HMS Nelson in the HM Dockyard. Hopefully I'll be joining his company on Saturday to watch the rugby. We've got Yvonne and team Cosmic Cabbage. So welcome this evening. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Also got
okay,
Julie.
Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to do something slightly odd here.
Go on then.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, we're moving back to question 6. I just had to make sure I was getting your answers in.
Question 6? You mean question 2 you went back to?
Yeah, I know. Quizlad broke it, so I had to fix something. There you go. There's your right question.
Huh? Is that the next one? I thought we wrote. What happened to question 5?
We already had
four.
question 5, didn't we? Question
No.
5. There you go.
Oh,
question
yeah, sorry.
5 was the Welsh
Yeah.
pirate.
Yeah, question 6.
Yep. Question 6. There you go.
Here we go. Question 6. Facundo Amaso, a Spanish wine merchant born in 1814, produced the first clear or white rum in the world. What was Maso's middle name? Facundo Maso, a Spanish wine merchant born in 1814, produced the first clear or white rum in the world. What was Maso's middle name? That's a conundrum for you. If you have no idea, have a guess. I'm pretty certain if you have no idea, 50% of you will guess correctly.
I was going to say, knowing the crowd that we have join, I would expect them to get 10 out of 10 for all of these. I'll be disappointed.
Right. Facundo Maso, a Spanish wine merchant born in 1814, produced the first clear or white rum in the world. What was Maso's middle name? And the countdown starts now. Question 7. What was the date and the month and the year of the last issue of rum in the Royal Navy known as Black Tot Day? So I need the date, the month, and the year of the last issue of rum in the Royal Navy known as Black Tot Day.
What year did you join?
Haha, I knew you were going to say that.
No, I'm serious. What year? I can't remember.
Well, I joined not too long after it actually ended.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I knew it was around about then. I just wondered if it was like, oh shit, little Les joined the Navy, Les stopped drinking, or whether they regretted it after you joined.
What was the date, month, and year of the last issue of rum in the Royal Navy known as Black Tot Day? Uh, 10-second countdown.
Yeah, I would think you would want to be drinking if you served with little Les. I don't know.
Right, so question 8. Also called honey wine, which alcoholic beverage has been created since ancient times by fermenting honey with water? Nice easy one for you. Also called honey wine, which alcoholic beverage has been created since ancient times by fermenting honey with water? Oh, I can remember going to Bewley and drinking this stuff, and
Actually, yeah, I remember. Yeah, they still make it there, don't they?
yeah, they do. Yeah.
In the Abbey, well, they did the last time I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, also called honey wine, which alcoholic beverage has been created since ancient times by fermenting honey with water. I organised a Christmas party at Bewley, and it was, needless to say, I worked for Zurich at the time, and Zurich were banned from going there because we caused havoc. Right, okay, 10-second countdown.
Actually, yeah, I think every work trip where you've gone to a brewery or distillery, I think we've been banned from.
Giving the wrong impression to our listeners. Question 9. Kirsch, K-I-R-S-C-H. Kirsch is a clear, colourless brandy traditionally made from the double distillation of which fruit? Kirsch is a clear, colourless brandy traditionally made from the double distillation of which fruit? So, and as we know, when we get to question 10, you don't have a countdown. You just have me looking at my little stopwatch and giving you the countdown on there.
Okay,
So 30.
I was going to say, now that I've got my layouts all sorted, because we only have 5 teams, I can see when everybody's getting their answers in. So
Yeah, so we'll go straight on.
we can move on a little bit swifter.
Yeah, so 10 seconds anyhow. So here we go. So if you don't know, have a guess. But then if you don't want to have a guess, write something in. So question 10. Which country has the highest beer consumption per capita in the world? Which country has the highest beer consumption per capita in the world? Really nice place. So here we go. So which country has the highest beer consumption per capita in the world? I've got the countdown clock going. I'll give you a shout before we get there, but if we get the answers in before we get the countdown, we're going to go back through them and mark them. Now, the Lobsters are online. Welcome, Lobsters. Well, good to see and hear you. I did write to Chris. I'm waiting to hear from Chris. So if Chris is with you, please get him to get in contact with me. I did send him an email because obviously I want to try and arrange for you to get your trophy.
The giant trophy.
Yeah, so here we go. So 10-second countdown coming up now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. So welcome, White Knight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to change leaders. There you go. We had a few technical hiccups. Yeah, they're late to the party.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything, White Knight. Took us half an hour to get everything running.
Right, so here we go. So question 1, answer is Ouzo. And aniseed flavored aperitif, Greece and Cyprus, ouzo.
Yep, and I think I got everybody's spelling there.
I was to say, watch your spellings.
Yeah, some of the we had to restart the answer engine for the first few questions, so things might be a little bit funny. So give me a second.
Yeah, so if you've got any answers or not marked or whatever, just write at host and
Yeah.
Mark will try and sort them out.
Yeah, sea slugs. Yeah, I gotcha.
Right, question 2. Glenfiddich. Single malt whiskey also means Valley of the Deer in Scottish Gaelic is Glenfiddich.
Wow, and everybody spelled that correct. Wow.
Question 3. Calvados. A brandy from Normandy in France is mostly made from which fruit? Apples. That normally gets 1 or 2 people out because they normally put pears. So, did you put pears or did you put the right answer, apples? We shall see at the end of the round. Number 4, it's Vermouth. Vermont Martini, Manhattan, and Negroni. Fortified wine is the Vermont. Vermouth. Welsh Pirate, Captain Morgan. Brand of rum, Captain Morgan. Number 6, Facundo Bacardi Masso, Masso, Bacardi was his middle name. Tot Day, 31st of July, 1970. I joined the Navy in 1973, so I missed out by 3 years. But I did still get the tot when I was in the Navy because of what they call slice the main brace. So the Queen issued it a couple of times when I was in. And I have the original signal from Her Majesty, and she issued it on her Silver Jubilee in 1977. There you go. Question 8.
Hang on, I'm just checking everybody's dates. They all put them in. Yep, 5
Yeah.
balls, I gotcha. It's good to see the Navy boys got that one right. There'd be trouble if they didn't.
Yeah, they'd be buying me a drink on Saturday if not.
Yeah. Alright. I think I got everybody there. Okay.
Question 8. Honey wine is mead. Evil stuff. Question 9. Kirsch is a clear colourless brandy used double distillation of which fruit? Cherries. And last but not least is what country has the highest beer consumption per capita in the world? The Czech Republic.
That caught a couple of people out.
Not Germany.
Yeah, I think everybody was rocking and rolling until then. Alright, I think we got everybody's answers in.
Yeah, if you dispute or disagree or not mark correctly before we move on, just say at host, and Mark will
Yeah.
will
Alright,
job it for us.
so here we go.
So
First,
scores on the doors.
And yes, Team Momo, I know you knew more, but you didn't get here in time, did you? So,
Yeah. 5 alls, 10 out of 10, as one would expect. Eddie Von C, 10 out of 10, nice one. The Frazzle Lobsters, delighted you're back. Yeah, we are likewise delighted you are back, Frazzle. 9. Cosmic Cabbage, 7. The Interstellar Sea Slug, 7. And Team Momo, did they not? I thought he got in time to get the last one, but he obviously incorrect one. So hard luck, White Knight. I'll tell you what, White Knight, if you can come top this evening, 100 quid is yours.
ooh,
Right,
that's a
here we go.
challenge. That's a challenge.
Right, so here we go. So moving on to round 2.
Moving on to round 2. How do we do that?
Alright, round 2 is the picture round.
It is the picture round. Can you remember what
Have
it
we got
is?
Have we got any pictures?
We should have some pictures. This is where we find out. Can you remember what it is? It's a dingbats round.
Dingbats round. So, clue words with
An apostrophe.
no. That's not right. The right clue, I don't think, is it?
Hang on. Hang on. Let me double check. Yep. That's your clue. That's what you gave me.
Right. Okay. Did I not give you how many words?
For the rest of them, you did, yes.
So this one has got 3 words, I believe. Isn't that correct?
It does, yes.
Yeah. So apologies on there, but It's dingbats, and the idea is, from what you see, is what phrase, 3 words. What phrase is that? 3 words, and it has an apostrophe in the 3 words. So,
As I say, people are getting it. So yeah.
So
Apply some little Les logic.
yeah, 3 words. What is dingbats? From that clue, what is it?
Yeah. Everybody got answers in.
Right. Okay.
So
Let's move on
keep an
then.
eye on
Brilliant.
things.
I'm glad you all got it because I couldn't remember it. Right. Question 2. What you see here in front of you is 3 words. What are the 3 words? So it could be a phrase, it could be a character, it could be a book, it could be anything. So, dingbat, what do you see? 3 words.
I was going to say, you've got a mixture of all sorts in here, so it's
Yeah.
it's literally say what you see.
Say what you see. 3 words to come up with a phrase, a book, a character, a sentence, etc., etc. So I got the timer on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, move on. Great.
Evening, Moose. Nice of you to join us.
Yeah,
Welcome
right.
back.
So here we go. Next one. 5 words. Say what you see.
So how long did it take you to write all these little Les?
Well, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to think. This number 3. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's been a few weeks since you've seen these, so do you actually remember the answers?
No, that's what I was just thinking. I was just looking at this one, thinking, is it 5 words or is it 4? But no, it is 5 words.
It's 5 words. Yeah.
Yeah, it is 5 words.
I actually do have the answers in front of me, so it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes it interesting for me because I sit here trying to rack my brain. What did I put down? Right. So 10-second countdown.
But you're looking for 5 words, right? So if
Yep.
somebody wrote in 4 words, it's obviously not right.
That's correct. So
Right.
look at your submission. The answers. It has to be 5 words, not 4 or 3 or 6. If it's not 5 words, then you ain't gonna get it.
Ooh. Not that I was hinting to anybody there. But we'll let you off on that one.
Right. So here we go. Question 4. 1 word. 1 word. What is that 1 word? Les logic.
I was going to say, this is definitely... this is how you would teach kids to, like, spell and stuff at school, right?
Yeah. Well, that's how you learnt, Mark.
I know. A lot of good that did me.
yeah. Look where it got you.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Stuck with you on a dreary Wednesday afternoon. Bloody hell.
Right. So 30 seconds gone. Say what you see. And we should have Monday night. We have got, as I said, we have got Trevor to do a recording for us. So he's going to ask 10 questions on history, which will be World War II. So he's a Chelsea pensioner. And believe it or not, he recorded it in his bathroom in the Royal Hospital, Chelsea. So that's going to be interesting. So question 5. 1 word. What is that 1 word from the dingbats that you see in front of you?
Yeah, I didn't have time to edit Trev's videos. I was literally in the middle of doing that a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we'll have him ready for Monday.
Yeah,
But
either
yes.
Monday or Wednesday. Shall we make it Monday or Wednesday?
Let's do it Monday.
Yeah.
We'll do it recorded live from his bathroom.
in Royal Hospital, Chelsea.
Royal Hospital, Chelsea. You gotta love him.
Yeah, and to give you some idea, bless him, he sent me a book yesterday, and he said he sent it through me in post unexpectedly. He said, "Les, I saw this and I thought of you, and I thought you could do with it for your quiz." Okay, so it's always the thought that count. Bear that in mind. He sent it through this quiz book. When I opened it up, I'm not joking. Guess what date the quiz book was?
76. Go on.
No, 1953. A 1953 quiz book, which he just happened to find. So, like I said, it was the thought that counts.
All right.
But they're like the sports questions and the.
We could do that. We could do a round for as if it was 1953. I mean, that's
yeah,
fine.
but some of
That'll
the
catch a
questions
few
in
people out.
Yeah. Right. So 10-second countdown. Yeah, it was because I was looking at the geography questions and I thought, well, those countries don't exist anymore and they went ages ago. So, question 6, here we go. Time is on now. Clue, 4 words.
Yeah, I refuse to believe you came up with this one. This is far too clever for you.
Oh, no, I like this one.
Far too clever for you.
Yeah. Well, that's why it takes me 5 hours to write all the bloody quiz questions.
Yeah, I think we should do a 1953 round. I think we should do that. Could be amusing.
Yeah, well, as I say, like the book, I got the book is downstairs, but yeah, just unexpectedly, and then he phoned me up yesterday and said, "Did you get it?" I said, "Yes, thanks, Trevor. Very much appreciated." But it's good of him to think of me. Right, 10-second countdown.
Already? You sure? Get your answers in.
Yeah. 4 words.
All right.
No pressure.
Yeah, some of these are catching a few people out.
That's the idea. Can't get 10 out of 10 all the time. Hopefully. Question 7. 1 word. I don't know whether it's moose or whether it's white knight, but they're pretty hot on this round.
It's the way their minds think.
I'm not saying
almost as warped as you.
I'm not saying that they're right, but they're getting their answers in pretty quick.
Twisted. I wasn't going to say twisted, but this is a family show.
Yeah.
We have to be nice.
Right, so here we go. Answers are in and 10-second countdown. So, question 8. Question 8. 3 words.
This is almost like a bad dad joke, this one.
Must get hair, must get hair, must get hair. What does that sound like? What does it give it?
Like a bad dad joke.
What does that describe? 3 words. Halfway there, 30 seconds. I've just received your questions and answers, Mark, for tonight. That's just come through.
There you go.
Right,
Good
so
old piece of string in gospel.
10-second countdown. 3 words. Say what you see. Think Les logic, and you'll come up with the answer. Number 9. Look very carefully. 4 words. 4 words. Say what you see. 4 words. What is this?
Am I looking forward to the election? Very much so, and also no. It's going to be a very fun few weeks.
Mark's voted already, and it's his vote that will count, so you can blame him.
Yep.
Who's elected.
I already voted. I voted for the first time in a general election this week. There you go. My vote is in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's your vote that's going to swing it.
Yes. If we lived in an actual democracy, that could happen. Unfortunately, we do not. So,
Right, so here we go. I take it Dee has voted as well then, has she?
yes, we've all voted. Nice and early. Yep.
Right, so here we go. Question 10. Last one, 3 words. Say what you see. Apply some Les logic. What is the answer? Clue 3, say what you see. Apply some Les logic. Well, what do you get? Why do they vote so early in the States then, Mark?
Vote so early? Well,
Yeah.
it's different because of COVID this year.
Ah, right, okay.
But you've always been able to do early or absentee voting.
Right.
And then different states are slightly different this year. So New Jersey, for example, they passed a law, so they sent out a ballot to every single eligible voter automatically. You didn't have to do anything.
Mm.
And then you've been able to do it from the 1st of this month. Of course, Trump tried to stop that and say that it was illegal, but he didn't get around that one.
Right. I'm surprised they haven't come up with electronically wise yet, so you can do it online.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you've got good security out there.
Don't
Right,
get me
okay.
started.
Let's have a 10-second countdown. Get your answers in. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the beginning with your answers. Here we go. 3 words, and it has an apostrophe in it, which is what that meant. Don't talk back. You've got talk and don't, so don't talk back. We'll give Mark a bit. Here we see a John and AG for Silver. Long John Silver. 5 words. A cut above the rest. Number 4. Potato. One word. Potato.
I knew you were going to say it like that. I should have predicted that one.
Number 5. Palindrome. Palindrome.
That caught a few people out.
See the pal in the middle of the drum. And here we go. 4 words. Long time no see. If you look at the alphabet, there's no C in the alphabet. And it's the time is long. Long time no see.
I'm not sure how Eddie Von C came to the answer that they came to, but it's unrepeatable.
Number 7, misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. The 3 Musketeers.
Yeah, bad dad joke.
A hole in one. If you see and a square meal.
Are you going to accept 3 square meals?
No, there's only one there.
A square meal, alright. Just clarifying, so you beat up little Les and not me in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got everybody there. So, your leaderboard after round 2.
Right, the Frazzle Lobsters are 19, Fivals 18, Anyone C 17, Instar Sea Slug 16, Cosmic Cabbage 15, Team Momo 10. So, anyone's game 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and 10, of course. So, yeah, that's, as I say, anyone's game this evening. That's what I like to see. Close call. So, no one's running away with it at the moment. Let's move on to round 3. Round 3, Mark, remind me what round 3 is.
That's a good question. Looks like geography. It
Right,
looks like.
okay. Question 1. In which American state is Mount St. Helens, which erupted in 1980? In which American state is Mount St. Helens, which erupted in 1980? Now, if I say to Mark, "Is that close to you?" and he could say yes, but in America, of course, being close could be like 2,000 miles away, and it's still close.
True, but in this case, it would be. There's not too many places you could get further apart, to be honest.
In which American state is Mount St. Helens, which erupted in 1980? Seems as though it was only yesterday. I can't believe it was, 40 years ago? That's incredible.
Yep.
Right, so 10-second countdown. 40 years ago, that's just amazing.
Or is this general knowledge? That's a good question.
Yeah. Question 2. Which ocean liner was sunk on the 7th of May 1915 by a German U-boat just off the southern coast of Ireland?
20. You've labelled this 20th century history.
20th century history. There you go. I knew there was.
Yep.
Which ocean liner was sunk on the 7th of May 1915 by a German U-boat just off the southern coast of Ireland? So, yeah, guys and girls, this is 20th century history. And if you'd like me to define that, that's from 1900 to 1999, I believe. Which ocean liner was sunk on the 7th of May 1915 by a German U-boat just off the southern coast of Ireland? Will Brill will know that one. He was on patrol at the time, I think. Right, here you go. So 10-second countdown coming up. Which ocean liner was sunk on 7th of May 1915 by a German U-boat just off the southern coast of Ireland? Question 3. In 1927, how many billion did the world population reach? In 1927, how many billion did the world population reach?
And yes, Moose, I would have loved to have voted for President Kanye West, but unfortunately he wasn't registered in New Jersey. I could have written in his name, I suppose.
So in 1927, how many billion did the world population reach?
I could have written in your name for president, little Les. That would have been funny.
No, I'd have won it. I don't want the job. I mean, they keep giving me, offering me these positions, but it's too much hassle.
Too much hassle.
All right, 10-second countdown. I'm just trying to think how many years ago. It was about, 15 years ago. They asked me to stand for an MEP. I just don't believe in politics. Question 4. Who was British Prime Minister when man first landed on the moon? So, who was the British Prime Minister when man first landed on the moon?
Since
some of you might say allegedly.
What, allegedly he was Prime Minister, or allegedly
No,
they landed
allegedly
on the moon?
when man first landed on the moon. There's always one.
The Babylon Bee had a great article today that in response to them finding water on the moon, Donald Trump said that it was time to start up a space navy. And there was a picture of an aircraft carrier on the moon. It was very amusing.
He was British Prime Minister when man first landed on the moon. What year did they land on the moon, and who was the Prime Minister at the time? Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. 20th century history. Remember, there's 1 point in it between all the teams so far. Question 5. Which king did Gaddafi overthrow to establish the Libyan Arab Republic? Which king did Gaddafi overthrow to establish the Libyan Arab Republic? King who? What was his name? Which king did Gaddafi overthrow to establish the Libyan Arab Republic? At one stage, the Libyan flag was the only flag in the world that was all one colour. The colour being green.
I was going to say, you should say that for a tiebreaker.
No, because there's other flags. Which king did Gaddafi overthrow to establish the Libyan Arab Republic? So, 10 seconds coming up. Question 6. Which decade saw the release of the first feature-length animated movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Starring our relatives. Which decade saw the release of the first feature-length animated movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Is this one they're still allowed to show? By the way.
Well, it is.
It is. Didn't they just pull Dumbo and Cinderella? I think it was.
I don't know. I mean, they could pull them all for various reasons, but
Or
it's
did
just,
or they changed the rating? I feel like they changed the rating of Dumbo to like 18 or R-rated because it has lots of racial stereotypes and fun things. Yeah.
Right. So here we go. 10 seconds coming up. Question 7. In 1953, Mount Everest was climbed for the first time by Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay from Nepal. Which country's flag was first raised on Everest? In 1953, Mount Everest was climbed for the first time by Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay from Nepal. Which country's flag was first raised on Everest? And this is one of the questions that was in Trevor's quiz book that he sent through to me.
Yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do a 53. Well, according to Donald Trump, it is 1953. Did you know that? Did you see his latest? Yeah. He told everybody yesterday at a rally, "Don't worry, we're going to send all of your husbands back to work." So there you go. It's 1953 again.
Right, so 10 seconds coming up. In 1953, Mount Everest was climbed for the first time by Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay from Nepal. Which country's flag was first raised on Everest? Right, so here we go. Question 8. In which Polish city's shipyard was the Solidarity Union formed? And the correct spelling is required to score. Listen very carefully. The correct spelling is required to score for this answer. In which Polish city's shipyard was the Solidarity Union formed? And the correct spelling is required to score. I'm certain that the majority of you out there know the answer, but do you know how to spell it correctly? You need to spell it correctly to score.
And I would expect the Polish folks on the quiz to get this right.
So, in which Polish city shipyard was the Solidarity Union formed, and the correct spelling is required to score? So, here we go. 10-second countdown coming up. Make certain those little fingers type in the correct answer, team captains. could lose it or win it if you get the incorrect spelling. Right, so question 9. Here we go. Question 9. In August 1966, the Beatles famously gave their last full public concert at Candlestick Park. Candlestick Park is in which American city? And your time starts now. In August 1966, the Beatles famously gave their last full public concert at Candlestick Park in which city? Couldn't believe it's 1966. It seems bloody ages ago.
You're just getting old. That's all it is.
That is true. Which reminds me, Mark, it's my birthday next month.
Oh, God. What day is it? Let's have a look. Is it a quiz day?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, it's not. Thank God for that.
There you go. Right, so countdown's coming up.
Otherwise, you'd never hear the end of it, guys.
You know what record to play for me, don't you? Question 10. In 1990, a computer scientist, Tim Berners-Lee, invented the World Wide Web whilst working in which country? On you techie guys out there and girls, you should know this one.
Donald Trump invented the internet. What are you talking about? God.
I'm going to fine you from now on $1
Fake
every time you
news.
say Donald
Fake
Trump.
news.
In
Come on,
1990,
I've only got a few days left of him.
in 1990, computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web whilst working in which country? Easy for you techie guys out there and girls. Difficult if you don't. But you've only got 191 or 205 countries in the world to choose from.
It helps
So
if
it's
you
better
know
than-
where he was working. Which project.
So last time in 1990, computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web whilst working in which country? So 10-second countdown coming up now from me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is it. Back to the start. Right, here we go. Mount St. Helens is in Washington.
Yeah, which is pretty much the complete opposite from New Jersey. You would have to go to Alaska or Hawaii to go any further.
Number 2, it was the Lusitania. RMS Lusitania.
Alright, got everybody's spellings. Yep.
Question 3, how many billion did the world population reach in 1927? 2 billion. Harold Wilson was the Prime Minister when man landed on the moon in 1969. Harold Wilson. Always smoking that pipe. It was King Idris, who was the king that was deposed by Gaddafi. King Idris. It was the 1930s, 1937, when Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was released by Walt Disney. 1930s. Question 7, it was the United Kingdom flag, the British flag, and the reason being it was because the UK funded the expedition. So forget the New Zealand flag or the Nepal flag. It was the British flag that was raised.
And yes, you're getting grief from Eddie Von C for not addressing Sir Edmund Hillary as a sir.
Hang on, going back to him, the first time when he climbed it in 1953, he was Edmund Hillary.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I waited until the answer to give you grief.
Yeah.
Got to pick up on these things, Eddie Von C.
Yeah. Number 8, in which Polish city shipyard was the Solidarity Union formed? The correct spelling was required to school. Gdansk. How do you spell it? Gdansk.
Lobsters, I think I got your 2. Bear with me a second.
Yeah, we okay?
Yep. Here we go.
Question 9. Candlestick Park, in which city, 1966, the Beatles, San Francisco.
Wilburow's response is, yep, predictable, but still bollocks.
And question 10. In 1990, computer scientist Tim invented the World Wide Web whilst working in which country? Switzerland.
Yeah. Okay. And no, you don't get any bonus points for pronouncing Gdansk correctly. Alright, so here is your leaderboard.
So here we go. Brazil Lobsters 29, Five Alls 27, Eddie Von C 26, Cosmic Cabbage 23, Interstellar Sea Slugs 23. So a couple of points drop across the board from various teams. So here we go. Music round. Have you got the dancing bananas or not, Mark?
I don't know, I might have to flash the bananas up and then turn them off quickly. That's
don't. Yeah,
that's way too much. It's way too much movement.
Yeah, no, get rid of them. Yeah. Right.
So everybody gets the idea. We're doing the audio round.
Yeah, turn the audio around. So pump up the volume. So
Yeah.
get rid of it for a second so I can turn my volume up. Right. Okay, done. I'm going to hand you over to Mark. Can you remember what the theme is, Mark?
The theme for this evening, and it's funny because who is requesting? Richard, it looks like you're the winner because we are doing an 80s round. I believe when it pops up, so give me a second.
Yeah. So I'm going to hand you over to Mark.
There we go. Alright, so yeah, you get to listen to me drone on a little bit. And again, it's been a couple of weeks, so bear with me a second. Okay, I need to reset everything a sec. So let's try this again. Alright, so you are going to get 15 seconds of this piece of 80s music. Here we go. Okay, so I think that was 15 seconds. Little Les was bopping away, so I assume that means he could hear me. Yep, alright. And no, I'm not going to wait while you run off and download Shazam. That's not how this works. But hey, if you wanna, if you wanna get ahead by cheating, that's fine, And as long as you can hear it, I can hear it, but I don't know what it is, then no, that's not good enough. Sorry, guys. Alright, so everybody can hear. That's good. I'm going to play it again. Here are your first 15 seconds. Okay, so that was your second 15 seconds. We've got some answers in. Okay, so seems half of the links that you guys gave us. Mum's making an impromptu quiz visit. Bear with me a second because this video does not want to play. Bear with me a second. We're getting there. So here you are going to I know things. I'm trying to juggle some things at the moment. So as soon as this flicks over, here we go. All right. So this is song number 2. You're going to get 15 seconds from this tune. If it plays, come on, be nice. Getting answers in. Yeah, we are. Okay, that's better. Helps when everything works. Alright. So I will play that again. Okay, so that was your second 15 seconds. We're looking for the singer, band, or group from this 80s piece of music. Missing most of the bass. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Sorry. As long as you can hear it and get the general gist, I think people are getting the answers in. I'm just having to juggle the setup a little bit. So we will move on to question 3. Okay, hang on. Sorry chaps, none of the links are working. This is what happens when you take 2 weeks off. Bear with me a second. Okay. Number 3, we're looking for singer, band, or group. Okay, again. Yes, I know, 5 alls. I'm sorry, we're going as quick as we can. We had lots of problems. Lots of problems this evening. This is the warm-up. This is the warm-up. Getting ready for full next week. Alright, going back to the next 15 seconds. So that was your second 15 seconds, moving swiftly on to question 4. And there's a bit of a delay on all of these. Again, I can only tell that it's actually playing, and you guys can hear me by little Les doing his little bopping. So Yeah, and there is a little bit of lag on both my end and your end, and I'm having to reload all these links. So yes, sorry. We will get a little bit better for Monday, honest governors. So here is the next, your 15 seconds again. Alright, so that is your next 15 seconds. We'll give you a couple more seconds to get some answers in. Everybody has, so we'll move on to question 5. Okay. Here is your next 15 seconds. When it wants to play. Again, I think you could hear that. Can you hear that, little Les? Nod and smile politely. Yep, alright. Yeah, this is a tricky one. This one had me really thrown. This was bringing back some memories, this one. There we go. Here we go again. Next 15. Okay, so that was your second 15 seconds. Give you a couple more, and then we will move on to question 6. Bear with me a second, because this video has again gone. So that's what happens. You disappear for 2 weeks. Here we go. I'm not making excuses. It's just what happens when you disappear for 2 weeks and you have to reload everything and reboot and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to play the 15 seconds again. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not commenting on the dodgy cover bands. Alright, so we'll give you all a couple more seconds. Okay, moving on to question 7. Everybody got their answers in? Yes, they did. And yeah, I'm going as quick as I can. Sorry, 5-alls. I know it's getting late. You get 10 bonus points for the last round, don't worry. Okay, so question 7. Again, singer, band or group from this 15 seconds. interesting one, this. I'm going to play that again. And yes, that is a Ghost fan behind Little Les. Yeah, you realise cameras work in reverse on here, right? Alright, that was your second 15 seconds. Yeah, there you go. Oh dear. Don't get him started. Alright, moving on to question 8. When it loads. Here we go. God, that song was terrible. Not a fan. Alright, here we go. Next 15 seconds. Have I seen the South Park Kenya episode? Yes, I have. So yes, I know what you're talking about with this song. I sure do. Alright, moving on to question 9. Yeah, that's a funny one. Alright, question 9. We're moving as quickly as we can. Alright. Here we go. Next 15 seconds. Tough one. Who is going to get that? That could be virtually any 80s song, I think. Alright, I'm going to play that one again. Alright, you can tell the songs that Little Les doesn't know, because he's not dancing. Ah, dear. Okay. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost done. Oh, you can't. Yeah, that's cheating. You can't type in 3 different answers, Team Momo. Come on. Come on. That's cheating. Moving on to the final question. Yeah. That one even tripped up Shazam, apparently. Not that anybody's using Shazam. Of course not. Anyway, final question. If it will load. Come on. Just thinking about it. Okay, here we go. Alright. Yeah, you got 10 seconds there. You got 5 seconds more. Nice easy one to end up on. Here we go. There we go. Helps if you stop it in time. Give you a nice easy one to make up for question 9. Alright. Well, yeah, I guess it's easy if you know it, right? Okay. So, I am not going to, just for the sake of time, because I know the alls have not got long left. Sorry, alls. I'm going to rattle through the answers, because we do have everyone in. I'm not going to play it, I'll publish the list. Yeah, I'm getting all sorts of abuse. So, question 1. This was Fergal Sharkey, A Good Heart. Question 2 was Diana Ross, Chain Reaction. Question 3 was Doctor and the Medics, Spirit in the Sky. I believe this is your funeral procession, Little Les song that we're going to play. Yeah, alright, I thought so. And he's not joking, folks. I've seen the will. There we go. Question 4 is Communards, Don't Leave Me This Way. Let me just get your spellings. Yep. It's not the Welsh National Opera. Nice try. Alright, question 5 was Nick Berry. Yes, of EastEnders. Was it EastEnders? What soap was he from? EastEnders, right? Yeah.
No.
Question 6 was Benny King, Stand By Me. Question 7 was the Bee Gees, You Win Again. A lesser known Bee Gees song. I think it was the biggest of the 80s though, wasn't it? Okay, question 8 was Enya, Orinoco Flow. That was at number 1 for way too long in my opinion. Number 9 was, yeah, it was Sonia, You'll Never Stop Me Loving You. I'm not going to give you that, Team Momo. You can't guess with like 20 different things, but that's not right. That's cheating. Yeah, you can boo me all you like. Alright, question 10 is New Kids on the Block. 5 alls, you were late getting the last one in, so I will mark you correct. So, at the end of that slightly painful round, here are the scores on the doors. You want to take over, Little Les? Off you go. There you go.
Right, so here we go. The Frazzle Lobsters on 39. 5 alls on 36. Eddie Von C on 35. Cosmic Cabbage on 32. Team Momo 26. And the Interstellar Sea Slugs 24. 39, 36, 35, 32, 26, and 24. Last round, Mark. General knowledge. Am I correct?
It is general knowledge, yes. I'm just having a look. Hang on. At some
no
answers.
bonus points or anything else? Straightforward.
I did not get an answer in for you, Eddie Von C, on the Enya. Sorry, I can't mark it if I didn't get an answer. Not much I can do about that one.
Right, okay. You heard it here first. Make certain you get your answers in before the time runs out. If you've got problems with lag, have a word with Mark. Right, okay. So let's move on to last round. Here we go. Question 1. In print, a unit is called a letter. What is a unit called in Braille? In print, a unit is called a letter. What is a unit called in Braille? And Mr. Jones, our good Welsh friend, ex-Welsh Guardsman, totally blind. And if you were to ask him this question, he would say, why should I know? He can't read Braille. In print, a unit is called a letter. What is a unit called in Braille? Your time is running. So in print, a unit is called a letter. What is a unit called in Braille? These are general knowledge questions. Could be on anything. Make or break. The odd couple of points between each team. Is it going to be gold, silver, or bronze you get tonight? Let's see. So 50 seconds gone, 10-second countdown coming up. Starting now.
So yeah, we did the 80s music round, so the Lobsters want a Dostoevsky round next. There you go.
Yeah, I had that down for 2020. So, question 2. Encyclopedia Britannica was first published in which British capital city? So, you've got a few to choose from. Encyclopedia Britannica was first published in which British capital city? Encyclopedia Britannica was first published in which British capital city? And of course, I do believe it's now extinct, dysfunctional, whatever terminology you want to use. Because you can find everything on the internet, as we well know.
You can Google it.
Encyclopedia Britannica was first published in which British capital city? And we've got answers in, so we're now moving on. Here we go. Question 3 now coming up. Question 3. What is oenology, the study and science of? Oenology. What is oenology, the study and science of? 5 all should get this one. What is oenology, Oenology, the study and science of? What is oenology, the study and science of?
I quite like people's guesses of what it's not, because they're actually quite logical guesses.
Yeah.
I can see that. Makes sense.
Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. What is oenology, the study and science of? Is it the misspelling of the number 1? Number 4. In which European city would you find Heroes Square and Statue Park? In which European city would you find Heroes Square and Statue Park? That's question 4. I'm pretty clever. I've worked out there's only 6 questions left of the round 5. Not too far behind. Fievel's obviously being a public house, they have to abide by the COVID regulations, so that's why they're keen for us to move on. So in which European city would you find Heroes Square and Statue Park? 40 seconds gone, so we're coming up to another 10 seconds, and you have a 10-second countdown. So here we go, 10-second countdown coming up now. In which European city would you find Heroes Square and Statue Park? Question 5. Which country has the internet domain extension .hr? Which country has the internet domain extension .hr? So internet domains, just like vehicle registrations, they have their own country acronym, definition, whatever, or extension, whichever terminology you want to say. Which country has the internet domain extension .hr?
They're called TLDs.
There you go. TLD stands for?
Top level domain. There you go.
There you go. From the techie man himself.
There you go.
So, 10-second countdown coming up now. Which country is the internet domain extension .hr? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving on to question number 6. What does the B for Bertie, stand for in the DIY store name B&Q? You are going to B&Q. You are, what's the name? B&Q store, DIY store. But what does the B stand for in B&Q? What does the B stand for in the DIY store name B&Q?
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
So again, just like M&S stands for Marks and Spencers, but what does B&Q stand for? What does the B stand for in B&Q?
Yeah,
I always
Eddie,
thought
yeah.
it stood. I always thought it stood for big place, but that's not right. Right, 10-second countdown coming up.
Yeah, Eddie Von C, Will Brill, he wouldn't know that one. Little Les would fail that.
Yeah.
Your phonetic alphabet. We all know that.
What does the B stand for? DIY store name B. Right. So, question 7. In 1975, Junko Tabei from Japan became the first woman to do what? In 1975, Junko Tabei from Japan became the first woman to do what? I can remember this actually. 1975, Junko Tabei from Japan became the first woman to do what? No idea. Have a wild guess. Could be right. In 1975, Junko Tabei from Japan became the first woman to do what? So, 10-second countdown coming up now. So, get your answers in, as Quiz Wife would say. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Question number 8. Who wrote the poem The Raven? Raven. Who wrote the poem The Raven? Two questions left. We're only a couple of minutes over 9:30. We tried to finish by 9:30. If we hadn't had 7 minutes worth of technical difficulties, then we would have been just about there. But as I say, first time back for a couple of weeks. It's good to Mark to come back this evening. So Mark has gone off screen, so I don't know if he's there, if he can hear me. He might have had to pop out for something or to get something or do something, but we will have a 10-second countdown if he's around and about. So who wrote the poem The Raven? 10-second countdown coming up now if Mark is there.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I'm back. I had to plug my keyboard in.
10-second countdown, Mark, for question number 8. Who wrote the poem The Raven? Coming up now. Question 9. Which Chinese language is spoken by most people? Which Chinese language is spoken by most people? Which Chinese language is spoken by most people? So there are various dialects of the Chinese language. Which one of those is spoken by the majority of people in China? Which Chinese language is spoken by most people? So 40 seconds coming up, 20 seconds left. Give you a 10-second countdown in 10 seconds time, which is coming up now. So which Chinese language is spoken by most people? 10-second countdown coming up now.
There we go. We got to the last question in the end.
Yep. So, question 10, last question. Which sport was invented by William George Morgan of Holyoke, Massachusetts in 1895? Which sport was invented by William George Morgan of Holyoke, Massachusetts in 1895? And last question of the evening. So again, thanks to everyone for joining us. Eddie Van Zee, Cosmic Cabbage, 5 Alls. Who else, Mark? Remind me.
You've forgotten everybody already. The Lobsters, the 5 Alls, Eddie Von C, Cosmic Cabbage, Team Momo, and the Sea Slugs. It's great to see everybody. Really is.
Yeah, thank you very much for your continued support. Very much appreciated. And hopefully you'll join us on Monday night next week. So we will have Trevor joining us that night from his bathroom, reading out the questions with a bit of luck. Right, so that's it. 10-second countdown, and then we will go back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Let's go through the last round. Has it made a difference to the scores on the doors? No. So, a unit is called a letter. What is called in Braille? It's called a cell. A unit in Braille is called a cell.
Yep, got everybody. There we go.
Number 2, Encyclopedia Britannica was first published in which British capital city? Edinburgh. Enology is the study of wine and winemaking. Hero Square and Statue Park are in Budapest.
Budapest, not Bucharest, right? Budapest.
Budapest. Which country was the internet domain extension .hr? Croatia.
Let me double check. Yeah, there we go.
What does the B stand for in B&Q? DIY store. It stands for Block. BLOCK. Block B&Q.
That was the name of the owners or founders, right?
Yeah.
From memory.
We won't tell you what the Q stands for because that could be in a future question. You never know. Januka Tabi was the first one to reach and climb Mount Everest.
Everest. Oh, come on, Eddie Von C. If you're going to copy and paste an answer from Google, at least, do a little bit, not the whole paragraph. Jeez. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, got everybody there.
Yeah, and number 8, he wrote the poem The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe.
Yep, got everybody. Yeah, I'm just saying that out loud so everybody's giving Eddie Von C and Will Brill grief in the chat. I wish I could share the chat.
Question 9. Which Chinese language is spoken by most people? Mandarin.
Hang on, let me...
What's the spelling?
Yeah, let me make sure I've got everybody's spelling. And yes, I did get everybody for Edgar Allan Poe, Allen and Alan. Yep, okay.
And last question of the evening. William George Morgan of Holyoke, Massachusetts in 1895 invented the sport of volleyball. Not basketball, volleyball.
Yeah, alright, I think I got everybody.
Has that altered or made a difference to the scoreboard? Let's have a look.
Yeah, Eddie Von C swear that they aren't cheating, they're just really, really clever.
Well, I must admit, I do know Will personally, so yeah, he's a very intelligent human being. He has to be in his trade in the Royal Navy, but God help us if we go to war.
Well, yeah, but isn't smart Watford fan a bit of an oxymoron? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that is the downside with Will. He does support Watford, so you know.
There you go.
So that's it, gone out of the window.
Okay. I'm not time wasting. I'm just double checking these answers. All right. So here is your final scoreboard for this evening.
So welcome back to Frazzle Lobsters. Top of the tree on 48. Good effort, 5 alls. Second place, 46. Eddie Von C on 45. So gold, silver, and bronze. Cosmic Cabbage, good effort, 37. Team Momo joined on 35. Interstellar Sea Slugs, good to see you guys and girls, 31. So a good result all around from everyone, especially first having been away for a couple of weeks. And so thank you very much for your continued support. Spread the word. Hopefully see you on Monday night. We'll try and add a new element with young Trevor joining us from the Royal Hospital Chelsea, and see how that works. So take care. Thanks for joining us. Over to you, Mark.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just looking at all the messages that are going crazy. Thanks to everybody for saying hello and sending me messages the past couple of weeks. I'm slowly on the mend. So yes, hopefully Monday we'll be back up to 100% and I'll have everything tuned in and we'll be ready to go. So yeah, really appreciate you guys sticking with us and coming back, and yeah, hopefully we'll get bigger and better from here on in. So thanks very much everybody, and we'll see you on Monday for the Russian literature round. So we'll get little Les off writing that. It could take us a while. So see you later guys.
See you later. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.